Alright, so our paper was on schizophrenia, and I'm sure that I don't have to go into too great of detail since we've talked about it a lot in this class, but basically, the first time I ever heard about schizophrenia was when I was younger and I saw the movie A Beautiful Mind. It's a really good movie based off of this disease. Over the years, I've heard that there's a thin line between genius and insanity, and I really feel that way towards people with this disease because in some cases they're really smart and other cases they're just deemed like crazy. But in the cases that they're really smart, it's like they're a smart person and then just one day they snapped and started showing symptoms. And these symptoms, for men, it's not abnormal for them to begin at an earlier age and be more severe than in women. And so typically there's two types of symptoms, positive and negative. In the positive, that's where their hallucinations are, so when they're feeling, smelling, and seeing things that other people don't see. And then also the disorganized speech. This is where the paranoid schizophrenia, which we talked in class, that would be one of those symptoms where they're saying things that just don't make sense to anyone. The negative symptoms, this is directly defined as a lack of behavior or feelings that usually are present. So basically, feelings towards family and friends, they just feel disconnected from them, they don't connect whatsoever, and then they lose interest in grooming, staying clean, getting dressed in the morning, just, normal things that people do. They kind of set themselves apart from it. So those are the symptoms that affect men and women both. And even though someone with schizophrenia, they won't show all of these symptoms, but they will definitely show some. Men who are diagnosed, they start showing symptoms between their late teens and early 20s, where for women, it's usually they're between 20s and 30s. So even though it's a really devastating disease, there is definitely, in this day and age, a good amount of effective treatments to help keep the disease under control, which is where John will tell you about that.
Getting a diagnosis of schizophrenia can be devastating, but it does not mean you cannot live a happy and meaningful life. With proper treatment and support, many people are able to reduce their symptoms. Primary treatment of schizophrenia is dependent on drug medications. It appears that this disorder is a combination of a thought disorder, a mood disorder, and an anxiety disorder. So medication includes a summation of antipsychotics, antidepressants, and anti-pills. Since many people diagnosed requirement medications for extended periods, the goal is to find a daily plan that keeps the symptoms under control with the fewest side effects. Medications for schizophrenia can cause serious, but with rare side effects. People diagnosed may be hesitant to take them.
Okay, so to sum it up, where research is at today, there's still no cure for it. It's a mental illness and it's all in your mind. The best way to go about a normal life is to stay on medications. Make sure you're in therapy and have support from your family. And you're going to want to seek help early because staying trapped in your mind must be a scary place.
Okay, so we've been editing while John has been sleeping. Like a baby. It's flipped right now? You can see me upside down?
I'm just kidding.
And anything that
So that about sums it up.
Yeah, I guess we're ready to do it in class already.